Hey everyone, welcome back. In this lecture we're going to go over pages and starting up our menu that will be displayed at the top of our website, which is right here. And I want to point out that this serif theme is a little bit different than most websites would be and most themes would be. And it's because if you go to pages here in the back end of the dashboard, on most websites when you add a new one, as we did with the About Me section earlier, if you add one that just says contact, for example, and then you publish it, it will go into the menu at the top. If we refresh this page, it should say contact as well up here at the top. As you can see, it says contact here, but what makes this different is because of the way the serif theme is laid out, where it has a feature section. This is almost like a page. You can almost picture features being up here at the top. And then next, about, and it could be your About Me page. And then you would have your team, and it could be your team page at the top. And then we have Testimonials, which could also be its own page. And then we have latest news, and then we have Get in Touch for the contact form. All of these could be their own pages, but the way this is set up, it can almost be like a one-page website. Because of that, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to go into the pages section and delete any of the pages that we've made here thus far. We'll just trash and trash the other as well, and then we'll go into the trash area. And we will delete permanently and delete permanently. Now, after we're done doing that, we can go back and refresh the home page, and we're going to see that there's nothing there in the menu anymore. So you can see there's no menu items up here anymore. Now, to add a menu, it's a little bit different in serif, as I said. What we're going to want to do is go to Appearance and then Menus. And the first thing that we're going to have to do when we get to this page is create a menu. And in this section, I'm just going to call it Main Menu. That's what I normally do. And then Create Menu to the right of it. Now, I want to also save this as the primary menu. In other themes, you might have an option for a footer menu, for example, or something like this. So you have to describe which menu you want it to be. The primary menu is going to be up here at the top, and the footer menu is going to be down here in some other themes at the very bottom. And in this theme, there's just the primary option, so that's all we're going to choose. And we're going to save that. The next thing we're going to want to make sure is that our screen options at the top has custom links checked, and I'm actually going to uncheck post here. And then I'm going to go back down, and where it says custom links on the left side, I'm going to click that. And what I want to do is actually add our home page URL to this. Add it here, copy and paste it in, and then I'm going to put that as home and click Add to Menu. That will represent our home page, and this will show up here as our new navigation is set up. Next, we're going to want to add our focus page, which is the first one we see here, which is the code for the first one we see here, which is features. And the way we do that is we copy that in, the same URL as our home page, and then we put a £, and then we write focus. And here we can name the section whatever we want. In this case, I guess we'll name it features because that's what's there. We can always edit this at a later point. And then we'll hit Add to Menu. Next, we're going to do the same thing for the next one. We're going to copy our link, and this one will be called About Us, just as the About Us section is next here. And here we will go down and write, I'm sorry about that. We need to do a £, About Us. And then here we write About. Or whatever you want to display here is what you put. You don't have to put about us. You can put about me, whatever you want to display there. Next, we'll do the next link. We put the home page link, and then we do the pound symbol again. And this time, the next one is team, which is the next one below here, where it says your team. And here, I'm going to put our team and add it to the menu. Next, we'll again put the home page menu, and again put pound symbol. And this section is called, Testimonials. And here we will write Testimonials, and then click Add to Menu again. Next, we'll also do our regular website's name. Well, then we will type pound and put latest news. And then here we can put latest news if that's what you want it to be titled. Add it to the menu. And then our last section here, we're going to do our domain name again, pound, and then we'll put contact. And this, we can just name it contact for now. And we'll hit add to menu again. Now, most importantly, you want to save this menu after you've done all that. And now if we go back to the website after this is done saving, we go back to our home page of the website, and if we refresh, we'll see the updates that have been made to the page. See, we have a home page, features, about, our team, testimonials, latest news, and contact. Now, the reason why we added that pound symbol and then the page that it was linked to is because now we'll have a feature. If we click on, let's say, testimonials, by default, well, I must have misspelled testimonials, but if you see, if we click on a different tab on the page, we will then be directed to that section. For example, if we go to features, we'll go down to features. About, it will auto take us to the about section. Our team, it will take us to the our team section. And if we go down to contact, it will take us down to contact. What I'm going to do is go fix the spelling on testimonials, but I hope this was helpful in showing you exactly what I was trying to explain, that we don't need to make the tabs and the pages through the actual pages menu. In this case, we can make it through the appearance menu and do it with custom links. Another thing that I wanted to add was that a design like this can be very beneficial because it can keep people on the same page. Now think about it. If you're on a mobile device, on your phone for example, and you want to change pages on a normal website and you click to go to a new page, it has to open up a whole new tab. That would be /testimonials. Now, this is helpful because it keeps you on the same page, and you'll just have to be scrolled down in that case. So it prevents the time from having to load a new page and wasting some of your data and things like this. And it's much more easily accessible for people with mobile devices. Another thing that I wanted to add before we close off this lecture is that if you want to make, for example, a drop-down menu, you could easily add a page. Let's just add a new page to this section. I'll do add page, add new, and I'll just name it test, and we'll publish that. Now if we go back to our appearance tab and then we go to menus, we can add test to the menu, and let's say we want test to be a drop down section of the our team section. Now we do that and we click save menu. See how it's over, it's kind of off-centered from this. If it was directly under it, it would be a whole different tab, but under it, it means it's a subcategory of that tab. Now if we refresh this page, we can go and look at the menu. Home doesn't have a drop-down, features doesn't have a drop-down, about, no drop-down, but our team has a drop-down, and it will go to the test page. Obviously, it doesn't look like much because we didn't do anything to it, but this is just an example of how to make a drop-down in the menu. Now, if you want to go delete that, you can simply go over and hover over it and then click this and then click remove. And then you can also rearrange how the layout is if you want to drag it and move it up to a different section, for example, or something like that. But we already have it in order, so I'm going to revert it back to how it was. If you have any questions about any of these things, please ask in the support section. Thanks, everyone.